Hello and welcome back to the next episode of the Aurora C-Sharp Uncut Let's Play series. Continue where we last left off. Last episode I was a bit incompetent and we lost two scout frigates for basically no reason. But we made good progress in various other things, notably our buoy detection, Orion detection buoys. And we're continuing our industrialization capacity as Rice grows ever more, gets ever more people for its industry. We currently have 5 million scientists. We have construction workers working on the planet. Do you mine Verendorite, by the way? You do mine Verendorite. We could produce ground forces on this world because these are just Verendorite costs. So we could actually produce forces here without having to transport them over. I'm actually very intrigued about doing that. I'm going to set a reserve level for 2,000 Verendorite so that they has a reserve stockpile. We're continuing to produce construction factories on the world, which is going well. Earth is doing well as always. It actually needs to have this updated a little bit. Something that I am going to do for this then is I want more shipyards. That's something that I kind of missing. So I'm going to order in 3 more shipyards at 25. Okay. I'm going to save, and then I'm going to open Aurora Electrons just so that we can have a look at if I'm missing anything, or if anything's going awry or whatever. Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, this one. We have low maintenance ships, intruders detection in Greenbridge 29, shoot only 3 hostile ships. Low efficiency populations. Bernard Star. Okay. So I don't have anything too important. Now, colonization-wise, I do want to start colonizing out towards Taoseti. Now, Taoseti doesn't really have much in it, but we can put a naval outpost there. If we look at the galactic map, a naval outpost there would definitely be important because that would then give us a ability to spring into 55 Buckley and Theta Fornacius, which are both extremely important systems. Not to mention that 55 Buckley is in this massive spool chain, which is very, very important. Our empire currently stretches from Alpha Centauri to Bernard Star. And we're going to need some protection there. So I'm going to have a naval outpost here and then a naval outpost here for protection, work, and duty. Speaking of protection, we were building and getting our frigates designed last I checked. We're waiting on ion drives, I think that's what we're waiting on, yeah. Now, in terms of protection, there is something I do want to create, and that is some defense platforms. And these will be tugged over top of worlds, and they will provide defensive fire support. So it's kind of a cheaper way for defensive purposes. To start out with, I'm going to make what can we get anything that will be a decent name for this? War cruiser. That's not really what I want. Orbital defense platform. Yeah, ODP. Move the fuel storage. And I'm going to add in railguns. I'm going to add in specifically 100mm railguns. And so we can then, so we could have a lot of railguns theoretically on here, right? And we don't really need to care much about maintenance because if they're over a maintenance facility, they'll be okay. But we can have, 50 times 4 100mm railguns with a massive reactor on it, and then we can also increase the armor to, let's say, 8, right? And they'll be able to basically soak up damage, essentially. We can then add a beam fire control. I'm going to add this. They have a tracking speed of 3,000 kilometers per second because we're using our Vacial because it's shit, it doesn't have any speed. And then we need a reactor capable of actually powering the bloody thing, and that's going to be a little bit of an ask, if you tell me. I'm not sure why that was an issue. Add in beam fire control, there we go. And these are relatively cheap, they're only 800 build points because we don't really have an engine on them. So we can move a few of these and they can provide the point defense coverage to worlds if we need them. I don't think we're going to need them just yet, but definitely we can start thinking about using them if we want to. So we need a size 10, a size 10 gas-cooled reactor if we want to actually be able to power this amount of firepower on this small of a thing. So there we go. So this would be like a 12,000 ton orbital defense platform that would be able to open the fire and also provide planetary protection value and just stay in orbit. That's firing 200 railgun rounds into any missiles that come by. Of course, the tracking speed is significantly low. It's quite low because of the ship, but weight of fire should be able to do pretty well. So that is definitely something we can consider making, and that's why I'm going to get another shipyard for something like that. Trying to get our frigates up. Next, we've got destroyers. I want 20 centimeter railguns for those because that gives us a significant range increase. So yeah, that's definitely something that I'm going to be wanting. And then we also need to consider, of course, getting our carrier stuff sorted, but that's a little bit of a ways away. So once we got our missile stuff sorted, we can start thinking about more railgun implementation. Yeah, more railgun implementation. So that works out for us. So I'm gonna get people sent over to Taoseti. You doing anything? Yes, you are. You are also doing anything. So we don't really have anything free. We do have the FRSS Cormoran currently at Bernard Star. That's our survey frigate. And then 85 Cansri. We have. We need to use it. We'll stand transit you through here. Then the Cormoran, we're gonna have you. We'll put you under. Where could we put you? Border defense, I guess that works. So long you are protecting the border essentially. You'll need to go and refuel, and then we'll get sorted out for us. The Potsdam only has 12% of its fuel. I remember the Potsdam having problems. I do remember that. The Potsdam was part of a cargo group. Last I checked. Or was it troop transport? No, it was part of cargo group. I'm pretty damn sure. No, it was a tug. It was a tug. 13 days. You should be able to make it. I don't see an issue with that one. Mineral shortage on Ego. That's because we just delivered 20 maintenance facilities. We'll need to deliver both fuel and supplies to that world. So I'm going to send you to Bernard Star. I want you to transfer maintenance supplies and head back to Sol and refuel. I'm going to send a tanker as well to Bernard Star to transfer fuel to the colony and then head back to Sol and refuel. Okay, the command has finished orders. Now, if I remember, we managed to complete most of up to Bernard Star. Now I'm going to start buoying all of this area up. Taoseti, Lumen, all that kind of good stuff. So let's have a look at Lumen. Did I put buoys here? Yeah, I did put one there, but I didn't put one into Taoseti. Lumen goes into Bernard Star? Oh yeah, of course it does. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Okay, let us grab, where's the FRSS? Come on. You need to first load ordnance. Then we're going to send you to Lumen 16. You're then going to move to this location and launch another ordnance. Then you're going to send the transit and launch another ordnance. You have the ordnance loaded correctly, like set correctly? Yes, you do. So we'll have you reload and then you should be able to provide that for us. Okay, the command has completed orders, so now if we go over to Taoseti, you should do it on the other side. No, you haven't because of jump shock. Jump shock somehow interfered and it's really annoying. Launch another buoy, please. Thank you. There we go. Now we have WAS 128 and then 55 Buddhas. So WAS 128, 55 Buddhas. We'll do both of. No, we'll only do 55 Buddhas for now because that's more important to me. Move to location, launch ready ordnance, then standard transit, please. Okay, we have more research labs that are coming available. I'm going to do that so we get more of them. The Paula Diaz is sending home. The Martin Frobisher needs to be sent back out. What systems do we have access to for this? WAS 128 would definitely be something that I would be interested in. WAS 128. Head over there, please. Okay, we've completed those orders, and I want you to launch one last buoy to go into Taoseti. Launch that ordnance for me, please. Okay, that should now mean that if we look at this, we now have a buoy here. So practically speaking, we have most of the known galaxy near us completely buoyed up and protected. So I'm going to send you back, and you can start refueling at Earth, because I'm not really too concerned for you now. So that is definitely an extremely good step here for us. Now basically will now mean we're not going to get surprised through any jump points anytime soon, as we're able to monitor everything that's coming in or out. How is the research going for the sensors? Pretty good. The ion drive is also coming on as well for our frigates. Paula Diaz is unable to carry out primary standing orders. Let's send you over to Ross 128. There we go. The cargo group Delta has completed orders. I believe you are moving mines. I'm not too sure though. Not mines, maintenance facilities. Yeah, I think that's what you were doing. Let's load infrastructure. Take that to Taoseti and let's unload it onto this world. And then we're gonna head back to Sol and refuel. Now, I want to take stock of what Taoseti actually has, because I would depends on the worlds, of course. So let's have a look at Taoseti. We have multiple planets here. We have this planet, which has a nitrogen oxygen atmosphere, but it needs its temperature brought down, but it's obviously a good candidate for terraforming. And we have this lower colony cost, which is barren. So we'll use this as a naval outpost for now, and then if we need more population, we can colonize these two worlds. This could also be a decent area. Yeah, there's not really much minerals or anything here, so nothing too useful. But we can start getting that colony sorted out for us immediately. The Devonshire has completed orders, so that means the Ego should now have access to both fuel and maintenance supplies, which is good. You have a lot of corundium, that's about it, so you can be a mine, but I think also a naval outpost, because at the end of the day, Bernard, let's have a look at actual Bernard Star. Do you have anything that would make you more valuable to me? Bernard Star, no, it's a desert mountain world, so this could easily be the amount of fuel knocking about and other resources. This could be a mining, fuel harvesting, but also with a naval outpost. So I'm going to christen the planet of Ego as a naval outpost. There we go. And that means to make it a naval outpost, we need to have all of the stuff here. So we do have maintenance facilities, so we can support 25,000 tons of ships. We have fuel and maintenance supplies. So let's send over a corvette group. I'm going to transfer this group over here to the Planetary Defense Command. So detach. We're going to rename you to the Bernard's Star System Defense Fleet. There we go. We'll send all these Bradleys over to Bernard Star. You are to refuel at that planet, and you will stay there for planetary defense. But the thing is, if we have defense platforms, then we don't need as many ships orbiting planets, which will allow us to have a larger fleet. So that definitely might be more important to think about in regards to this. But right now, I think we just need to get a military fleet at all to fight our enemies. So now we have this set up correctly. Yeah, okay, everything's looking good here. The Cardigan has completed orders, very, very good. What is Cargo Group Charlie doing? Let me have a look. You are loading install infrastructure and then unloading it onto Bernard Star. I see. The Diego needs assistance. Okay, what does the Sylphs, where does that need to go then? Let's go to Sirius. We haven't explored anything of Sirius, so we can send our ship over to that place. No. Sirius. And then you can begin exploration of that. Okay, I think everything's going pretty well here, to be honest. Missile Agility 32 completed. We're now getting 4 MSP warheads. WASP 128 has been surveyed. Very good. Let's head you over to Sol to refuel, and then let's head over to where are we going to? Sirius will be useful for us. I'd like to know what's near my colony. If there's more stuff, or is there not stuff? The Martin Frobisher is also now done. We're going to send you over to Sirius as well. I'm going to get that surveyed immediately for us. So far, everything is looking good. We discovered on the Sirius moon a bunch of stuff. We complete research into the ion drive we need for our frigates. So that leaves only the missile targeting system and the reactor that we are going to need to research to finish off what we need. So let's get the reactor down. And then where is the sensors and fire control? So I'm doing active sensors, and then I'm also going to need to get this beam fire control stuff. So we still got quite a little bit of sensor stuff that we're going to need to get. But overall, that's looking good. The question, though, is do we have the shipyard capacity for it? Not really. We'll have one shipyard, so we'll be able to build some frigates at least with that. But I'm going to need to expand them out. Speaking of expansion, let's actually do that now. I want to get the 10,000 ton one expanded for destroyers, and then I want to get the 1,000 ton one expanded for patrol boats, which I plan to put a 20 centimeter cannon on. But, you know, we'll see if that's possible. Cargo Group Delta has completed orders. That means that we should now have a colony on Taoseti A2. Good. We'll assign a governor immediately, and we will rename population to Naval Outpost Vigilance. So then you're near the border. So yeah, let's move. Let's tell Cargo Group Delta to begin transporting over important things they'll need for the naval outpost, such as refueling stations and also refueling stations and the cargo shuttle station. Let's load both of those, and let's take that to Vigilance. Unload all installations, and then head back to Sol and refuel. So much more efficient when we have these better freighters, but also a lot more capacity on them. Able to transport so much more, which is just so really great. What is Sirius, by the way, now that we are sending so much effort to survey it? What the hell? Okay, let's scroll in. No, Sigma Eridanus. Why the hell am I in Sigma Eridanus? There we go. Oh, it's a pretty dead system. It's just got a Venusian world on it. So nothing too important. Okay. Thing to advance our time. We're getting our reactor. We'll have a bunch of other stuff complete somewhat soon as well. We need a research facility. Let's grab that. One of the Cheshire just completed. To Group Alpha, you're on Earth, right? You're a few days away. Let's send you to Bernard Star. We still need to release more stuff over there. To Group Alpha, complete orders. So there's not you cannot cycle the orders. I understand why that's having issues then. We complete research into a thermal sensor. And we discovered a new jump point. Cargo Group Delta's now done. Good. Now I'm going to tell them to load up 20 maintenance facilities, head over to Taoseti, unload the maintenance facilities, and then head back to Sol immediately. Okay. Cargo Group Alpha is done. What was Cargo Group Alpha doing? I don't really know, but I don't really want to know. Okay. What do I want to move more of? Well, mines would work, obviously. We can move 10 mines with these ships. So I'm going to keep just sending more stuff to Rice to continue its mining operations because that's most important to me. So we're just going to repeat that another 9 times for another 100 mines to be sent to Rice. How many mines does it have now? 411, which means it's now producing 21,000 tons of resources at once. Stockpile, kind of over burgeoning. What is the current situation on the mineral transport group? You are on your way to load all the mines. You just got finished doing that. So we may need to actually send more and then enter all that correctly. What else do I want? Something that I do want is that will help us that with our low research rate is going to be a salvage module. So that's going to be something I'm going to get on the way at some point. What would be good here? Mining production's always nice. Research rate's expensive at the moment. I think we need to expand our shipyards a bit, so we'll do that. How is the hangar deck coming? That'll be done in 2 years. Very good. Maintenance supply problem on this world. That's because they just got it. Yeah, they just got that. We'll transport now over those maintenance supplies and also refueling to that world. So resupply from Earth, please, and then head over to Taoseti, and then transfer all of your maintenance supplies, head straight back to Sol and refuel. Then I want to take the Cardigan, and I want you to go over to Taoseti, and then transfer fuel to Colony, and then head back to Sol. So now we have all these naval outposts, which will allow us to deploy ships and also expand our influence across where we need to expand it to. Okay, Sensors and Fire Controls is completed. We're waiting on the reactor, but that's looking very promising indeed. Now, something I'm going to get Sensors and Fire Controls to do that they haven't been doing is get us a few things that I want. Notably, I want auxiliary control, I want main engineering, I want primary flight control, and I want combat information center. That's a lot of research, but I want that immediately. Okay, beam fire control just completed. The Frobisher is in Bernard Star because it just needed to refuel. Head over to Sirius, go through the jump point, please. Tug Group Alpha completed orders, so that now means that we should have. You're Bernard Star, you're in Alpha Centauri still, so we're producing how much? 0.012 atmospheres. Okay, Tug Group Alpha. Let's send you over to Alpha Centauri. And let's go over here. We're going to grab where is it? Yeah, the Cheshires. Track to any shipping fleet. Track to any shipping fleet, then head back to Bernard Star. Actually, let's not head over to Bernard Star immediately with that. Let's go to Sol, refuel, then head over to Bernard Star, and then release tracted ship. We can then cycle those moves. That works for me, I think. Yeah, I think that works. Everything looks good there. Gas core reactor just completed. So now we can build the frigates. So we have our escort frigate and also our scout frigate, escort frigate, and then just a normal run-of-the-mill frigate. So the scout frigate, oh, why did I rename that the Kent? What the hell? That needs to get its component renamed. Active search sensor. Advanced sensor array. There we go, I'll just rename it to that. Okay, so first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 2 of these. Yeah. So shipyard wise, I'm going to go here. We're going to actually make sure these have names. So we named our corvettes. Our corvettes were named after types of storm. So our frigate should be named after Stars and Planets, Scandinavia Survey Ship, Swedish Birds, Stellar Class. Star Trek, Stars and Planets. I guess Stars and Planets wouldn't be too bad here. Okay, so FRSS. Select random name for theme. And then we can come over here, we can select types of planets, stars and planets, and then FRSS. Federalist Republic Starship, and then we have our scout frigate, the Hawk, and the Flanders. So the Hawk is our jump on. This is the one we actually want. So we're going to do types of stars, proper names, snakes, sea creatures. Sea creatures might work for this. And we'll do select random name from theme. Now, I want it to be somewhat consistent. We'll do stars and planets again. There we go. Now, I'm going to buy 2 of these, so 2. Then I'm going to buy 4 escorts immediately. And I'm going to buy a single Flanders class scout frigate. There we go. So I just bought quite a lot of build points worth of vessels. Yeah, so we got we got 4 Kents, and then we got 2 Essex class vessels. That's quite significant. We could even go and test these out on the precursors if we wanted to. The question is, how far away is that from us? I would be interested in testing out the capabilities. We'll also send some corvettes as well. Remember, we do have now Bernard Star. We have a naval outpost there, so we can refuel. So what's the distance between that and the other place? Let me have a look. Distance from selected system. So 4.5 billion kilometer distance. That's really not that far when you think about it. Okay. 14 billion. Okay, cool. So I'm going to assemble a task force. I'm going to assemble a task force. I'm going to go over to the Federalist Republic Navy here. And we're going to assign this. And let's get into some ship combat. Well, not a ship combat. We're going to test out our forces. Before we do so, I'm going to send the cardigan, this cardigan, once it's done. I'm going to send that to prepare for refueling. But let's prepare our forces. So, frigate attack squadron alpha, and then I'm just going to copy that. There we go. And then frigate squadron beta, and then I'm going to put in 2 frigates per, and then and put that in, and then that in. So that gives us 3 of each. So we have 2 escorts per other. Now, the concern is, of course, our weapons are pretty short range and they could have surface-to-orbit capabilities. And surface-to-orbit capabilities would be a pretty scary thing, so we may need some better weapons, to be honest. We may need more just normal frigates. I'm not too sure, though. We're just gonna test if we're. I mainly just want to test if we're capable of actually killing their missiles. So I'm gonna create a corvette defense squadron, and then we'll give it a designation after I copy that. So I'm just doing this for organization purposes here, really. So corvette. There we go. I'm then also going to grab. We have to have some other corvettes standing by. No. How many ships is this? We have a total of. Yeah, we have 6. So we have 11 ships in this fleet. We definitely could use some more. I sent a lot of my corvettes away, didn't I? Yeah, let's get some more built, actually. We can build those, so there's no reason not to. Shipyard fleet. I don't know where the main one went, but let's build 4 of those. Fine, I'm going to buy a couple more frigates, just in case we need them. So I'm going to buy 2 more into first task group, 2 more Essex classes. I'm going to buy 4 more. I'm not going to buy any Bradleys for now. No Bradleys. But I think 13 vessels. 13 vessels, I think, has an extremely good shot of doing the job I need it to do. So I'm going to move those over to. Where is it? Yeah, we're going to move those over to these squadrons. So we're going to double it up. So that'll give us double the firepower if we need to return fire. And then we're going to move our forces over to... The question is, can Earth actually support this? Its capacity. Okay, we can support this. Okay, so we have a total of 8, 12, 13 vessels, 12 active fighting vessels. Our range is pretty small, but we should have a significant amount of firepower capability in terms of being able to actually handle point defense. This is going to be a test of our ability to handle surface to orbit, not surface to orbit, but point defense weapons. Let's auto assign fire control, and then I'm going to assign fleet. So we should now have all of that, and then we'll auto fire control again, and then we're going to assign that to fleet. I'm not sure why that isn't working there for them. Also assign, and then assign system. There we go. So now we have everyone set up to fire on final defensive fire if we need to. The Vigil class, of course, is going to detach once we get into the actual active combat area. But yeah, so we'll get our task force ready there and prepared. We need to fill out some more economics things. What are we not researching that we could be researching? Power and propulsion's one of them. And let's get more power boost because that will increase the amount of tonnage efficiency we can actually have. Okay, we found this system. Good. We've added another slipway. Regimental headquarters just finished on Earth, so we can actually assign stuff to that. So I'm going to move infantry battalions into those regiments. Excuse me? You have a regimental headquarters. Why do you not have a HQ rating? What the fuck? Why do you have a... Oh, are you kidding me? That is some premium annoying stuff. I'm SMing this because that is just absolutely a pain because I am 1000% sure that I set this up correctly. So 30,000. Yeah, I want 30,000 ton. Federalist Guard Regimental Headquarters. 2174. Avoid combat. Instant. There we go. We're then going to remove this guy. Delete element. Add this regimental headquarters in. There we go. Now we're going to delete these. Delete formation, delete formation, and delete formation. And we're going to go and grab ourselves some actual formations. And I'm going to instant build 3 of those. We're going through our build points really fast this episode. I don't like it because I do like to hang on to those. Now we can actually add these formations to here. There we go. So 4 battalions each. Infantry battalion, infantry battalion, infantry battalion, infantry battalion. I'm also going to add a combat engineer brigade. Wait, do I want to do that? That's 10,000, 20,000. And then also we have... Yeah, I do not want to do that at all. Let's move that over there, though. So that gives us a regiments of infantry. So we have around 60,000 tons worth of infantry. Why is this 10,000 showing 10,000 in size? It shouldn't be. I'm just moving it out. You're trying to add the engineer back in. I don't want you to add the engineer. Move over there. There we go. So we can send like 90,000 tons to attack an opponent, but we're going to need troop transports to be able to deal with that. So our current troop transports are 21,000 tons with 10,000 tons of capacity. So we're going to either need a lot more of those. Yeah, we need 3 per regiment, right? So that's quite a bit. Let's order in a few more then. Shipyard fleet, order a couple more to be produced immediately. Okay. Cargo Group Delta's completed orders. The Potsdam has issues apparently. I don't know why or what or where, but it's going to refuel. The Devonshire has completed orders, so now we have Outpost Diligence readied and prepared. Our forces are ready. We have a total of 57,000 tons. Our opponents, let's have a look at our opponents. Truth 2398. They have access to, what was it? Let's look at contacts. Lost contacts a year. I can't see them. But they have stations. So if we have a look at the ship classes. 16,000. So they have around the same amount of tonnage. So they have the same amount of tonnage as we do. What's the distance between the jump point and that 8 billion kilometers? Are you kidding me? That's one hell of a distance. Okay, once you're done refueling from Earth, head over to Bernard Star, then head over to... Oh, right, yeah, you don't have a jump drive, do you? That's an issue, isn't it? You got... I forgot, we're going to need jump drives to get over there, right? If I'm thinking about this correctly, we are going to need jump drive, because otherwise we can't actually move over there. And we have no jump drives currently on any of our ships. This may have been an oversight. It's fine. I'm going to grab one of our tugs and we're going to just, sort it out. I mean, there's an issue. Waypoints. No, we're not waypoints. Fleets. Grab the Cornwall. Head over to, where is it? Yeah. We're in Bernard Star now, so we need to make a jump point to Lambda Reticulii. So release tracted ship at Lambda Reticulii, please. What do you mean it's run out of fuel? How can it run out of fuel? Are you kidding me? Tug group Potsdam. Where the hell are you? You're supposed to have refueled. You're in Alpha Centauri, 1,000... Oh my... Go back. Just go back. You can't though, can you? You need a tanker to help. I don't have any tankers right now. Well, that's just going to be sat there for a little bit until we can get some tankers actually produced and ready. I need to increase this capacity immediately then. I'm going to increase to 1,300 tons. Oh, that is annoying. I'm trying to get terraformers over to Ego to get the terraforming sorted out here, because all we need is just a little bit more oxygen, but holy crap, it's taking forever. And we need a lot more terraformers if we're going to do it. Okay, tug group beta just completed orders, which will now mean that we can begin to stabilize this jump point. Potsdam's run out of fuel. Yeah, I know the Potsdam's run out of fuel. I always know the Potsdam's run out of fuel. Okay. Research facility on Earth needs to be added. I want to get some combat, but apparently that's not going to happen because I need to have prepared that jump point correctly. I mean, it could happen. The problem is they just wouldn't be able to return home if something went wrong, which is kind of an issue. I mean, like, let's be real here. Under the commands, completed orders. Our group Charlie has completed orders. Ego's looking good. It's got its maintenance facilities prepared, and it's got its corvettes in orbit. We can bring the corvettes as well with the main force, which will provide even more firepower. Okay, let's have a look here. Task Group Alpha. Corvettes, that's looking good. But yeah, I definitely want to prepare for this because, like, otherwise, what's really the point? Okay. Terraforming rates being increased, trying to get desert warfare capabilities. The Diego Silves is requesting new orders. We'll send you over to Sirius again because Sirius apparently has not been surveyed fully yet. So let's go to Sirius. There we go. Okay, 4 more Bradleys were just completed. Your job now, Bradleys, is going to be detached. Go under the Planetary Defense Command, be renamed to Taoseti System Defense Fleet. And then you are going to be sent... Wait, why do you have enough fuel? Do we not have enough fuel? Excuse me? Excuse me? We don't have, we don't have enough fuel on Earth? Are you joking me? You... Oh, that's a problem. We are moving fuel, right? No? Should have plenty of fuel. Where's our terraform? Where's our Saturn miners? Fuel harvesters. Right now, what's happening with them? They produce 8 million liters here. That's not enough. That's not enough. Okay, we're fixing this problem. We're pausing the Cheshires, and we're immediately going to produce as many Bavarias as we need. I'm going to produce 4 more immediately. Wow, okay, that's a problem. Salt, the FRSS Typhoon. Oh my god, that's actually a big problem because everything is refueling from Earth, practically speaking. Now, our survey ship should be fine because we have fuel on other worlds, but we don't have enough fuel here to properly do what we need to do. I restarted refinery production as well to try and help it. Okay, found the reticuli, stabilize the other jump point on that side. Fuel situation on Earth right now. Okay, we do have some fuel now, but it's not a lot. 2 Burgundy's just complete, but now they're out of fuel, aren't they? Oh god, all of our ships are out of fuel, practically speaking here. This is kind of an issue. Yeah, this is a bit of a little problem. Okay, are you guys refueled somewhat? Not really, but it'll do. We're going to transfer you over to this, so now we have 40,000 tons of troop capacity that we can move around if we need to. Production has completed on naval shipyards. Okay. Well, this is certainly interesting. Okay, so capacity upgrade has completed. Good. The Potsdam has fueled the FRSS Typhoon. The Typhoon was part of... Oh, what was I making again? I forget. Was it the corvettes? I think it's the corvettes, right? Yeah. Taoseti Defense Group. Refuel, guys. Refuel. Okay. Now, can you make it to Taoseti? Fine. Yeah, you'll be fine. Refuel from the colony once you get there. Will you be fine? That's 7.2 billion kilometers. I don't think you'll be fine, actually, because we need to wait for more fuel. The problem is we don't have more shipments coming in for at least a little bit. We're only producing 4 million liters annually. This is an issue. Okay, well, I'm going to start employing some people to make us a lot more fuel refineries. Let's order 100 more fuel refineries immediately. And I'm going to prioritize deployment exceeded. Okay. I'm going to prioritize construction and production research immediately into getting us a better fuel production rate. Because that is extremely important right now. That won't be done for a while, though. The FRSS Apollo Diaz. Go to Sirius. Go to Van Man Star. And then go through one of these jump points. See what you can find. Okay, now Vice. Let's have a look. Vice research completed in it. Yes, it did. So logistics. What else do I want? We can get the logistics for salvage modules, which will be good. Let's go to the new jump point in Sirius. Running out of fuel. People are running out of fuel. Okay, we discovered the system. Oh, nitrogen oxygen atmosphere. All the nitrogen oxygen atmosphere. A little bit too much though. The pressure is okay, but it's frozen. There's chlorine also in the atmosphere, but that's been frozen, which is interesting. Very cold, but possibly habitable planet. Any aliens? That's my question anyway. Martin Frobisher, let's send you back to Vinman Star and then HN Libre, because this seems like a very promising place. Cornwall has completed orders. Let's move our tug over then. Tug group Beta, go over to Lando Reticulii, Fleet, Cornwall, track the specified ship, go over to True 2988, and then head back to Sol and refuel. Okay, there we go. Cornwall, let's begin stabilizing this jump point. That should take a year. I really wish I went for the other type of jump drive. Has been damaged. Insufficient capabilities. You're in serious. This is a problem. Bit of a problem. Why did you not resupply? Oh, I know fucking why. Oh my god, it did it, didn't it? Okay. It did it because when it went to refuel it, there's no refuel and resupply order. There's a refuel, resupply, overhaul. Oh my god, that is annoying. Are you kidding me? Fine, you know what? I am going to repair that because that is just dumb. Yeah, that's just dumb. Repair all. Then get your ass, get your ass over to Bernard Star. What? Kidding. God, Aurora, what are you doing to me, Aurora? You should be repaired. I repaired you. You should be good. You can head over to Bernard Star. Just head over to Bernard Star. Come on. I'm not asking much. Refuel, begin overhaul, then resupply, please. Oh my god. This maintenance problem is given. Are you kidding me? The fucking jump drive broke down again. Oh, damage control, repair. No, it can't repair, can it? Repair all. Remove. Diego Silva is not going to carry out primary orders. That's because I want you to fucking. You were supposed to have resupplied and overhauled by now, but apparently the order's messed up. Resupply and then overhaul. Oh my god, why is it just fucking annoying it's not following my orders correctly at all. I'm hurting inside a little bit. I'm hurting inside. And all I want to do is fight some precursors. That's it, you know? Just want to fight some precursors. Can you even blame me? No, you can't. To group Beta, we have some Bavaria available. Send that over to, where is it? Yeah, we'll extracted ships and then go and refuel. There we go. Terraforming away. Research. Nice. A little bit better terraforming. I'm not sure why we have so much into terraforming and none into missiles and kinetic weapons, which we are kind of lacking and need. But, you know, you tell me, man. You tell me. Main engineering. We don't need that much into those labs. Missile infusion is more important right now. So group Beta complete orders. So now Saturn fuel harvesters have 5. That's 9.8 million liters of fuel being produced. What's our current fuel situation? We're actually getting some reserves up, but still it's kind of a problem. Okay, that's fine. Another Bavaria was built. Paula Diaz, HN Libre. Let's go with minerals. Good. Okay, we're getting inactive research facilities. That's really annoying. I will send that over to you. A lot of resources we're finding here. Okay, the Cornwall has completed orders, so now we can start our efforts to actually engage the enemy. True 238, go through the jump point, stabilize on the other side. The first thing that I'm going to do to sort this out, we're going to send the tanker into True 238. That's the first thing. So once that's overway, I'm then going to send the task force orbiting Earth to Bernard Star, refuel. Then you're going to go to Taoseti. Not Taoseti, True 238. And yeah, that'll take you 20 days. Okay, task group Alpha has completed orders. HN Libre is looking very, very juicy. These minerals are not kidding around. That is a lot of sodium, iridium, veranderite. That's a nice juicy moon. A lot of great moons here for resources. The planets haven't been surveyed yet, but, you know, what can you do? What can you do indeed? Let me have a look over at Show 298. So now we have our forces here. I'm just waiting on our tanker. Okay, fleet-wise, we're going to refuel from the tanker. There we go. I'm also going to turn all actives on. Are you kidding me? Aurora today is not being very nice to me. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, now we should be able, we have I think a 20 billion kilometer range. I'm pretty sure my corvettes have 20 billion kilometer range. No. I forgot about that. Yeah, the corvettes have a much smaller range than our other ships do. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you over to this planet, but I'm also going to send the tanker over. And if we need to, we can refuel. Now, of course, that'll be much slower for us, but we should be able to get there with relatively enough speed. Car group. Yeah, so we're running out of fuel on our corvettes, but our frigates are completely fine, which is interesting indeed. Yeah, okay, here we go. Well, not here we go, but here we go. It's going to be a much longer episode, I think, today. We might even hit the hour mark, just because I want to test these guys out. Okay, we got detection of enemy forces. Let's go over here. We don't want to get too close, because if we get too close, we're gonna start losing some ships. Waypoints, move to waypoint 2. Okay. Move to waypoint 3. I didn't bring those corvettes, which is maybe a mistake, I'll be real with you. Okay. Okay, we now see the vessels. We have 3 16,000-ton space stations. The Arrow, Adroit, and Armadale space stations. Now, I'm not sure of their range, so I'm going to park here and see what they are going to do. I would like to get my tanker up here, but that's going to take 39 days. Are you kidding? Okay, 39 days for that. We can probably continue. I want to test out our fire support. So as soon as they fire missiles, I'm going to just take this as cautiously as I can, which means I'm not going to take it cautiously at all. Okay, here they come. Here they come. Here come the missiles. So we're going to head straight to the waypoint number 3 to move away and get us distance from the missiles. These are going to be pretty fast. Okay, here they come. 30,000 kilometers per second. Not as fast as I expected. There's only about 21 of them, which is interesting. Okay, here they come. Okay, there's another 21. So they fire and salvage a 21, it seems. Okay, I'm going to make sure that we have all of this, because this could absolutely smack the fleet. Point defense, final defensive fire, final defensive fire, the final defensive fire. Final defensive fire. Everything's at final defensive fire. Good. Here we go. Oh, God. Missiles impacting in thermal 9. Salvo ID 27. 31,000 kilometers. Okay. Energy impact. So far, we opened fire, and we were able to hit all of them. We have a 17 to 18% chance to hit these missiles. Very interesting. Okay, we did another bunch. They're coming in about 15 seconds thanks to our speed, which is very good. We destroyed those other missiles as well. Okay, more destroyed. More energy impacts. Okay, boys, our point defense seems to be capable enough. We just handled all of those missiles. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit more adventurous now. Now, the problem is that they're going to have anti-missile missiles likely, and because they have anti-missile missiles, we cannot approach them, because if we approach them, we're going to lose all our stuff. But we can get somewhat close. Task Group Alpha. As long as we don't get near the anti-missile missiles, we'll be completely fine, likely enough anyway. But our railguns have proven their effectiveness. They're not firing any more at us, which is interesting. So yeah, this is where I'm going to save it off as we stand off with these alien space stations. A great test for the Federalist Republic. Really shows that our naval, our frigates and the corvettes are capable at properly defending. And if we have a look here, our corvettes did most of the work, which is interestingly enough, which means that our other frigates didn't really need to put much in. So yeah, we did really, really well considering. And we were able to deal with at least 21 missiles at a time, which is a good benchmark. Very quite a long episode today. Hope you have enjoyed. Nearly hit the hour mark. I'll see you next time. Please don't like, comment, subscribe. Really does help out.